There's a game with so many hell jokes. Message of nuclear peace. Who are the barbarians? A cup of coffee, a pack of cigarettes, and a day of silver to play. Since the initial release in 1991, the Civilization series has become a masterpiece. Sid Meier's name has become a legend in the game production industry. After this Coder won a few games of Atari's Air Combat arcade game Red Baron. The famous Microprose Studio and Firaxis Studio also turned their ideas into reality. In 1989, inspired by the SimCity, he realized that the video games have unique interactivity. The board game Civilization was developed into a strategy game that simulates the development of human history. Sid Meier developed many gameplay methods based on the concept of 4X games. These methods include city construction, operation economy, military conquest, diplomatic interaction, and so on. The Civilization series spans the entire historical experience from the Stone Age to the modern day.
What makes this ideal king stand out from all kinds of difficulties? Let's search it. Thanks for Hasbro Company give our video games strong support. Also thanks for the Inburger Games strong support.
At the end of 2001, Civilization 3 was officially released. The addition of culture system injects now vitality into the game. The balance that has been repeatedly polished has brought about a new line that can compete with technological gameplay. The exquisite urban design and orderly maps have become a beautiful game milestones for a generation.
This part is mainly about the special game design of the Civilization series.
Choose a country and a civilization. As a player, you will be like every other civilization, starting from thousands of years of tribal age, step-by-step development, establishing new cities and settlements, advancing through technology trees. An interesting setting of the game is the map of the world that the player has not explored, which is displayed with various symbols that are strong in the style of prehistoric creatures, alive and mythological, just like our ancestors, fantasized about the unknown, full of romance. So the players will gradually uncover the mystery of the game, discover the true nature of the world. As the ages change, the game will quickly enter the classical period and the Middle Ages. Also, the settlements and the cities will expand accordingly. It starts to show more realistically how the virtual world and the real world interact. The Civilization series divides them into 4 aspects: its geography and the surroundings, its resources and the strategy, science, technology, and culture, and the last is war and trade-off. Every civilization has a progression that resembles real history, but it's a new story created by the players. With the advent of modern technology, oil and iron ore were instantly discovered. This would have been undetectable in ancient times, the form of technology and culture, whether it is resource utilization or military combat. It's not the most essential way to express scientific and cultural ability. The game is designed to promote technological and cultural development, rather than simply encourage players to exploit war or other areas. In combination with the current scientific and technological competition for natural resources in the world, the importance of cultural soft power among various countries, including the influence of multiple forms such as film, music, and art on people at each age, the player of this game can explore the real world, gaining new choice and perspectives through victories in technology, culture, religion, and diplomacy. If you choose war, making war systems is also exciting. The game for each civilization and era of the features of the military production is very close to the historical background. with the use of terrain, the trade-offs between each civilization, and the content of the precious terms. Like the player can directly destroy the enemy, and start a settlement negotiation requiring it to cede the territory, pay compensation, and quickly bring some resources and cities into the bag. Players can also use some war excuse to declare war to reduce war weariness within their forces.
This part is about the famous game music culture of the Civilization serials. The success of this game also depends on game music production, especially for the Civilization 5 and 6. I am a game black core. Playing this game is really attracted firstly by the music. This advantage makes up for the poor AI training in the Civilization 5, but I still can't forget 3 nuclear bomb surprise. Is it like a joke? Back to the music influence. The combination of visual and sounds could define the game space. Music helps players deeply understand and feel the unique culture and historical background of each game meaning. One notable aspect of the game music is the question about where the musician themes actually came from. There are 3 main parts: new composed themes with individual named composer, and themes based on traditional sounds. The background music is about the country Babylonia. It is a disappeared ancient city, so could only create the music based on minimal knowledge of their musician traditions. This background music is made for the United States. It is a typical game music with a named composer, so let's enjoy it. Other music are based on the traditional music without any single recorded composer, just like the background music for the Korean called Arilang written 100 years ago. Meaningfully, different game eras in the Civilization serials utilize different musician variations and musician styles. For example, the game music for China Jasmine. The music syllable of ancient time China is very simple. It represents the beginning of one country. With the continuous development of the game levels, the game theme started to add some percussion and stringing instruments. There is a very interesting point that the British crowtier are used to imitate the sound of Chinese bear. It also represents the precision of the beginning of the integration of the 2 countries. Another significant characteristic of this game music is that each period does not necessarily represent the actual achievement for a fixed period of the country. Like the Germany's atomic age music definitely symbolized the 1918 to the 1955, but the France's one may even only symbolize the 1914 to the 1918, and the Spain's music may even be from the 16th century and not necessary for the real world's atomic age. As a result, the music of the Civilization serials is very clearly and smart to sort out that, adapting the most economical and brave period of each country into music instead of necessarily symbolizing the memories of a specific period. Sometimes music is good at telling a story, so the traditional musician creates the foundation music pieces. Although all of the people would experience death, music is seen as a symbol of stasis. As a result, the popularity and the longevity of the video game music is seen as a success in the history of the various musician representations of different video games. In conclusion, the game background, game design, and the game music making of the Civilization serials is an exploration of the respect for the real-life culture with the utmost sincerity. This game accumulates the values of the video games culture through its consistent cultural relevance. Moreover, these efforts also create the possibility for the Civilization serials to become a timeless memory. This may help us to find the serial's original intention for making these video games Civilization serials. This means heritage and innovation of the whole video games industry.